The world at the time of the Impressionists was very different to today. Some differences between society in the 1860s, the time of the Impressionists, and today are technologies made between them and now, such as cars, airplanes, radio and television, and mobile phones, and computers, etc. However, recently invented at the time of Impressionism was trains, submarines, and the development of the periodic table of elements in chemistry. Society in the 1860s had an incredibly strict and rigid social structure, as what would be considered middle class today was considered to be lower class, and what would be considered upper class today would be considered middle class. For example, doctors and salesmen were both considered middle class because the upper class was reserved for landowners and people born into money. Because of the incredibly high standard held by the upper class, those in the upper class did not do work as they were often so rich they had servants to help them with their needs. The current art world had the styles of Romanticism and Realism as the current norm in art exhibits. These two styles both included realistic and highly detailed art. In Romanticism, this art almost always depicted historical events, religious scenes, and mythology. Realism, however, depicts things part of contemporary life, such as manual labor and nature. Impressionism has no similarities to the traits of these two modern art styles, and has changed the art world the most radically of all styles since the Renaissance era. Impressionism was influenced by the modern art world, not because it gave the style something to expand on, but because it gave the style everything it changed to be different from the other modern forms of art. Impressionism was different from all other forms because not only did it change the art depicted, but for the first time since the Renaissance era, it drastically changed the art style. Unlike other modern art styles of realism and detail, Impressionism's style was very colorful and was more details in the colors rather than shades. Impressionism depicted things inspired by the Industrial Revolution, such as labor, productivity, and efficiency. The radical change of style of Impressionist artworks went against all the rules, as it was against modern art styles' taste of fine art since the Renaissance era. A great example of Impressionist artwork is Claude Monet's Arrival of a Train, Gare Saint-Lazare, as it depicts a representation of the Industrial Revolution, as it depicts a modern steam train and everyday people's lives post-Industrial Revolution. This is shown through the smoke in the air coming from many new inventions. This painting, like most paintings from the Impressionist era, is in landscape form. The signature landscape form of Impressionism allows the style to put less effort into the details of humans' shades, but the details of the colors of the landscape.